Hello traders, it is Friday, March 28th, and more pain is on the way. I had mentioned this Wednesday during my video. We are going to see a nice big leg lower. Before we get into that, let's take a look at the pick that I highlighted Wednesday morning. I'm doing these short videos. Please give them a thumbs up. Help me reach more traders. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on your notifications. You won't miss these. I'm going to try and do more of these shorts. You know I'm bearish. So let's take a look at MRVL. That was a beautiful short that I highlighted on Wednesday. Where did I highlight it? Right about in here is where the video came out, somewhere around the $68 level. Where's the stock right now? Down to 63. This has been about a 10% move in a couple of days. I hope you guys have gotten on board this pick. Go back and review all of my picks. Go back 5 years, go back 7 years. You're going to see lots and lots and lots of winners because I use a systematic approach to trade. And that's what I'm trying to teach you. So let's take off these sell signals that we have from our system. And let's take a look at the price action. We've got the market selling off hard, easily took out the low from yesterday. Yesterday was a doji after a big sell-off on Wednesday. What got me so bearish? First of all, this big drop got me bearish. Okay, this is a legitimate move. This is a big sell-off in a very short period of time, and we spent lots of time below the 200-day moving average. That tells me sell, 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 sell. Sellers are keeping the pressure on. We are going to get a little bounce after a move of this magnitude. We want to preserve half of this move, and that was about the halfway point at 585. Never got close, not even remotely. Barely got to the 200-day moving average. Wimpy, mixed, overlapping candles, light volume, sellers keeping a lid on the action. So what happened Wednesday? Market tried to preserve that 200-day moving average. Blam! No go. Sellers aggressive. And we saw that as the video was being recorded on Wednesday. I gave you that Marvel short. That has worked out beautifully. I'm going to give you another short right now. So what happened yesterday? Market tried to bounce. Doji, day of rest, very typical after a big market move. We were expecting that. Now, a year ago, on a bounce like this, you would have seen follow through after a red candle, and you would have moved higher back above the 200-day moving average. Never suspected that that would happen this time around because we've seen heavy selling pressure. But that doji told us that it closed at the low from the prior day, from that Wednesday. So try as they might, they were not able to rally the market above the green line, which is a VWAP-Q. I use that based on triple witching. M5, let's take a look at the price action yesterday. Little wimpy bounce in here. I had mentioned to subscribers, do not short right here. We do not need to chase after a big drop like that. We want to have a nice wimpy bounce, and then we'll have an opportunity to get short. We want to be favoring the short side because we know the selling pressure is heavy. Beautiful opportunity to get short. In total, the market closes pretty much where it closed on Wednesday. This morning we got a gap down. When we took out this low from yesterday, that's where I got short this morning. I am still short. What do I do now, Pete? I don't want to chase this thing. I've been adding to my short positions on a swing basis. Look at these stacked long red candles. What do we know about a move that is steep and sharp on the open, on heavy volume? It means that we are going to get a bounce in here, and we can see a sharp bounce probably to the VWAP level or so, and then that'll give us an entry point for day traders. Well, why not swing traders? Yes, swing traders can add to their bearish swing positions on a bounce like that. This is a really nice deep drop. So what should I do with my swing trade? Should I take profits on my swing trades if we're going to get this bounce, Pete? Hell no. Stay with your bearish swing positions because they're working. And at very minimum, we're going to be testing that low that we put in right here. Probably going to take about a week or so. So we will have a move lower, but it won't be blam, the bottom falls out, see you later. Nothing like that. We're going to grind our way down. These are nice long candles, though. That is heavy selling pressure. We've seen the volume. It's going to continue. So I'm expecting that as my first target. And if we blow through it, that's an area where you can actually add to your swing short positions on the notion that this move right here, from this low to this high, you subtract that distance, which is about, let's do the calculations on it. So high is about 76. The low here was about 50. So 25 points, take 25 points away from that low, and you're looking at about 525 as a potential target. Perhaps we hit that sometime in April, maybe in May. That's a simple measured move. But that gives us at least some idea of how far the market might move lower. And the type of price action that we want to see on the way down is nice and brisk like this. Market takes the elevator down, so it's not going to take a super long amount of time. As we get down to this support level, this horizontal support, we want to obliterate it. Okay? We don't want to poke at it. Maybe, maybe not. Blam! Right through it. Why? Because that tells us that sellers are aggressive. When one side or the other is motivated, that is when we can predict price movement. When one side or the other is not motivated, we're chopping around and we can't predict future price movement. So we need that for confirmation, and volume is another form of confirmation. Let's find a bearish swing trade real quick. Let's go through my favorite search, red royal flush. These are our trade signals, and we are bearish across all time frames in this particular search. And you can see, just look for the red dots. That's all you got to do. Bring up the chart, and then you know you've already got everything across. 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, bearish all across the board. The combination has been opened. The tumblers are lined up. Boom, let's hit some of these. Google, very weak. I like that short right in here. Is it going to be my pick? Let's zoom in a little bit. Had a wimpy little bounce, even worse than the market. Market did this, stock did that. Wacka, right down and through this horizontal support. I like Google as a short. I'm just going to flip through. I don't know what I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to give you one very quickly. Oracle, I like that. Long tail here, and we're through the close, so that's not bad. I'm going to find one in here. Let's take a look at Marvel. Look at that baby go. That's still a nice short. You should hang on to that short. Here you got Reddit ready to come up on this horizontal support level. It is breaching the 200-day moving average. Set an alert on that horizontal support. How do we want to break it? Blam! Breach it like mad. Never look back. That's how we want to do that. Ooh, I like this. I think this could be our short. Get a little poke above the 200-day moving average, very similar to what the market did, and now crack that baby right down and heavy selling. This morning we had consumer confidence come out at 57. You can see that's impacting bank stocks. People probably not going to be borrowing much money, having difficulty paying their loans back. This is a nice, steady seller today. Bank stocks probably in general are weak. If I've got Bank of America doing that, I probably got JP, doing that too. Yeah, not quite to the extent, but yes, that is also looking pretty weak. Financials weak. Could I go with that one? Perhaps. Tall bounce. I would prefer to see a shorter bounce, just like in Google, okay? So market does that. I don't want to see a tall bounce. That tells me that buyers are in there, and I don't want that. I want sellers to show me they are in control. And when they are, it can't bounce. AVGO, let's take a look at that one. That's nice. Didn't even bounce. couldn't even bounce, break this support right here, 200-day moving average. Beautiful. Look at this thing just crater. That's a nice one. Okay, so it's not moving lower today, but it's ticking lower. I got to make a pick here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Google looks dang good to me. Zooming out, how much farther can it go down? ASML, AVGO. Yeah, AVGO, boy, I think it's got a pretty decent path lower. So I'm going to go with AVGO. AVGO, how would I trade it right now? Okay, so it's not tanking with the market. Okay, it's been weak already. So some of the weakness is already out of the stock. What would I want to see in that? Let me take a look at a couple of others just to make sure I've got the best possible pick for you. Ooh, that's pretty nasty too. TSM. All right. TSM also, all the chip stocks are super weak right now. So first of all, we have to time this, and we want to see a wimpy little, not a wimpy bounce. We're probably going to get off of a deep low like this. We're probably going to get a couple of nice green candles in here that try and get back to VWAP, but I don't think we're going to test VWAP with this level of selling pressure. So anything that gets turned back close to VWAP is going to be your entry point for Google or any other stock that I show you on a day trading basis and a swing trading basis. It's getting pretty ugly out there. Look at these candles stack. All right, so I have got to give you a pick. And I'm a little bit torn right now on which one I'm going to give you. I like that AVGO, but I wanted something a little bit more dramatic today. Let's see. Let's go into maybe bear run. That's a really solid search. You're going to see very, very stiff selling pressure on this one. Amazon. Boy, sorry, this is taking longer than I wanted to. I wanted to have this done. Next time I'm just going to have to find my pick, but you can see the process that I'm going through. These are all really good searches, ice cold, nothing there yet. All right, I guess Google is the one. I'm going to go with Google. I like that breakdown. I like the fact that it did not bounce much with the market. You can see the stock leaking lower. Let's wait for that market bounce. We get the market bounce. What do we want to see Google do? We want to see Google also struggle to get back to VWAP. If it can't get off the deck with a nice couple of long green candles on the market, we know that selling pressure is heavy, and we can see it from the volume right here. Google is your short pick. Please subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, don't miss these trades. They've been killer good, and by all means, if you've made some money on these trades, please give it a thumbs up and leave your comments below. Tell other traders. I just want to reach a lot of people, and I want to show you how to trade. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.